Good evening there, fellow comic book fans. Here we go with another Thursday night haul for me. I got 6 comics this week, about $18 again. I seem to be holding steady right about there. And I actually got 5 comics last week for the same price. So let's hear it for $3 comics, because that's why $3 comics are much more likely to make my list than $4 ones, because I can get more of them. But let's start off with Outcast number 12. Looks like the chokinest comic this month. I guess this is referring to an earlier part of the story. But Paul has a set on the artwork. Everything's generally looking nice. Robert Kirkman is, of course, writing it. This is now a television show. Lots of YouTubers stocking up on issue number 1s. But I've only got the one. But anyway, Outcast has been a solid series. I'm sticking with it. And it's $2.99. And here we go with Injection number 5. In photography, this is what they call a high-key cover, meaning it's lots and lots of shades of white on it. Not easy to see. I guess that's some sort of building or school with a tree growing underneath it to the underworld. That probably refers to some of the old mythology they've got in it, where let's see, I saw something where in ancient England, they about the time of Stonehenge, they found some trees buried in the ground with the roots up and the branches down, because to them the underworld was heaven. You know, to us we think of up in the sky as heaven, but to them it was down in the ground. So they would ritually do things where they buried trees upside down in the ground so they could reach heaven somehow or something. But being that this is involved with a lot of old English mythology in this thing, that might be what they're doing on this cover. But anyway, Injection is finally starting to make a little sense to me. Last issue, you know, we got the team together. There's the sort of leader of the team, who's supposedly a genius, but one of the problems is they keep flipping back between 2 times, and something really bad happened to this group of people years ago, and they're all kind of split up now and kind of coming together again. But they go to flashbacks without even a caption saying, you know, 1985 or something. So all of a sudden it's like, oh, is this a flashback? I think it is, or are they just in some office building? So I've been finding that a little annoying with Injection, but it's a $2.99 book, so it's staying on my list. We'll catch you later. And the later is here, so I've caught you. Here comes Deadly Class, number 16. Excellent book. I very much enjoy this one. At least their double page credit page, it's the same every issue, but at least it's got pictures on it. I don't mind that so much as the blank ones. Really enjoying this crazy school they're in. No, I don't think it's realistic. This kid is trying to figure out if he's being set up to be murdered or not. That's our latest twist in Deadly Class. But it's a story of the most dysfunctional high schoolers in high school you'll ever run across, and I really enjoy it. I think I just rated it as my 3rd favorite comic, or something like that. Either way, it's a good one. And here we go with The Wicked and the Divine, number 14. Another high. You can't even see that 14 over there. It's white on the lightest pink you'll ever find. Trippy cover, though. I wonder who's... You're not stupid, are you? Just evil. I wonder who's drawing this one, since McKelvey's not. I don't even know. That's some nice artwork. Is McKelvey back? Gillen, McKelvey, Wilson, and Cole. So maybe McKelvey is back for an issue. He's been doing Phonogram. So I thought he was taking 6 issues off, but maybe not. But anyway, The Wicked and the Divine's a solid book. The gods are all gathered together. Some of them are living, some of them are dying. Our main character went away. Now I think these are all individual issues now that McKelvey is off doing something that are dedicated. So do we have a credit box somewhere? Oh my God, trying to find credits in modern comics is a nightmare. Anyway, I have no idea who drew this issue. I expect it to be, looks like McKelvey, I expect it to be an issue about centering in on one of the gods. That's what they've been doing while they've been doing Phonogram. So, we'll see. Anyway, always a good book, Wicked and the Divine. And here we go with Walking Dead 146. This has been an excellent book. You all know The Walking Dead. Charles Adlard, having drawn at this, how many, 140 issues that guy has drawn of this book? Holy crap, that's a lot of issues. But, I don't even, let's see, what happened last, where she's punching him because of things that happened in the last story arc, and people died, and I imagine that The Walking Dead, people died. And now they're going to have to try and keep people alive, see if they're going to take revenge or not take revenge, or are they going to try to be diplomatic or just go out and kill those skin-wearing people. We'll see what happens. Either way, you know The Walking Dead. It's The Walking Dead. And here's the aforementioned phonogram, The Material Girl, issue 2 of 6. Don't know why this one's a $3.99 book. But this one McKelvey's drawing with Gillen, writing it just like Wicked and the Divine. And I enjoyed the first issue. Let me tell you and it kind of feels a bit like they're referencing the Aha, what is that, Take On Me music video here. Because somehow in this universe, magic is in music, or power, and something, something. But anyway, it seemed The Immaterial Girl. Let's see if I can figure out what happened in the first issue. This woman right here, the Immaterial Girl, traded part of herself for, I don't know what, for power and fame. She didn't seem that famous or powerful, but I guess to be young and beautiful. I don't even know. But anyway, part of her exists in this sort of magical TV world, and part of her exists in the real world. I guess she's some sort of hipster in the real world. And I think at the end of last issue we had her TV self was figuring out what happened, that she's a TV self and not a real world self, and was in danger. So who knows what's going to happen this issue. It looks like the TV world girl is taking on the Aha video. I like the first issue. I'm signed on for the whole miniseries, so I'll keep going with it. Finally, we'll give you a look at my background art. This I did earlier in the year. It's a portrait of someone. See, that's ink over blue line. Just was messing around one day, working from a photograph. And this one was for, I think I showed a couple weeks ago one of my prints, The Sideways World. I believe this is a drawing that I made into one of my comic prints that I read. I don't think it was on the one I showed, but I used it somewhere. And I also wanted to tell all my comic book fans out there that I just made a new channel. This channel is going to stay exactly as is, but I made an Art by Osborne channel where I'm going to show off some tips and how-tos and my artwork and stuff. I'll put a link down below, but I posted 2 videos already. One with just showing this, which is the basic proportions of a face. They're just short videos. And the other I showed how to refill Copic and Micron markers with Black India ink if it runs out. So pop over. Like I said, I'll leave a link below. Pop over to my Art by Osborne new channel. Subscribe, say hello, and we'll see what I post there in the future. You guys have a good week.